game that saved LeBron's legacy. We know what it is. It's game 6.
To save your legacy.
Didn't he have 45, 15, and 5? Yeah.
That's where LeBron James found himself. Down 3-2 to the Boston.
Hey, I will say this. LeBron's headbands got thicker and thicker every season. Until you finally realize, I'm LeBron James. I don't care they're going to see my hairline. His headband started like this. And it slowly got to like this. I peeped.
Celtics in Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. With all eyes on him, LeBron was facing overwhelming pressure to deliver.
God, do you remember that era where we used to wear glasses for no reason?
Pressure.
I did it too.
Pressure that he ironically put upon himself. After painful losses.
There's, you know what, Joe? I be thinking back sometimes. There's a couple games, like single games, that changed the course of NBA history. Like just a game. Do y'all remember that final between the Thunder and the Heat? And I believe James Harden left that next year. And it should have been a foul whenever LeBron had his elbow on KD's knee. But it didn't call it a foul, and they shot it. And I think Harden left that next year. Imagine if the Thunder win that game and then win the series, Harden might stay. We don't get Houston Harden. We don't get CP3 going to Houston. We don't get 3-1 blow against the Warriors, which built them. Like it's a lot of things that don't happen. Like how did they rig it? I mean, they were just a better team.
To the Celtics during his time in Cleveland, LeBron skipped town to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Even this whenever they lost to the Celtics the year before, LeBron might have stayed, they would have won. You never know.
Down in South Beach, just to suffer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody had y'all winning that series. Y'all were too young. Yeah, no, nobody had y'all win that series. If my memory is correct, maybe a few people, but like 85% of people was leaning towards the Heat.
One of the
especially after what they did the year before against the Mavericks, they blew that shit. So we no, I don't think anybody was like, yeah, OKC's gonna win this. No.
Embarrassing.
They were, but no, going for them and picking them is two different things. I don't remember too many people picking the Thunder over the Heat in a 7-game series. I think they obviously wanted them to win because nobody liked the Heat at this point. Nobody liked the Heat because of the big three. You know, it's LeBron, Wade, and Bosh in one team, and all damn near in their prime, kind of. Well, Wade kind of a little bit after it. Not in it. I mean, not in it, but not in it. But really, I don't remember them being underdogs. Because didn't they, let me look at this real quick. Hold on. 2012 NBA playoffs. Look at a bracket real quick. Because I know they beat them in 4. They beat them 4-1. Yeah, the Heat went to 7 with the Celtics, and that's it. The Thunder swept the Mavs, beat the Lakers 4-1, and then beat the Spurs 4-2. So them beating the Spurs said a lot. But, I mean, cool. KD, Russ, better button. But the thing about it is, you can say that, Todd. That's like people saying Brady wasn't never favored. We all knew Brady was going to win them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brady ain't never been favored, I don't think, or not favored in most of his bowls. But, like, in some of them bowls, people was like, oh, yeah, they're going to lose. In the back of our mind, we like, this nigga going to win somehow. I don't know how, but he going to win somehow. You know?
Meltdowns in NBA Finals history. 8 years in and still without a championship, LeBron's career reached a boiling point, leading to a career-defining Game 6 in Boston.
Wow, I missed them shoes, man. Oh my God.
Win and live another day, or lose and be crucified by the basketball world. Have your legacy tarnished and forever be known as the guy who couldn't show up when it mattered most. LeBron had one game to save his legacy.
I played in Boston so many times. The history speaks for itself. But for this one time when I went to Boston for this Game 6, I felt absolutely nothing.
Damn.
Entering TD Garden on June 7th, 2012, LeBron was walking into a building he'd become all too familiar with.
Menage. It was. I mean, after this video, I'm probably going to, you know what I'm saying, but it is a short stream compared to the 6, 7, 8 hours we're doing.
It was 2008, Game 7 between the Cavaliers and Celtics with a ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals on the line. The one-man army and LeBron James up against Boston's newly formed behemoth of a big three. Yet, the kid nearly did the impossible. He was dynamite for 45 points.
Now you go.
But the Celtics pulled out the win, and just 13 days later, they were crowned NBA champions. After a finals appearance the previous season, it was a second round exit for LeBron, followed by an Eastern Conference Finals loss in 2009. Little did we know that James's time in Cleveland was ticking away. 2010 looked promising though. 61 wins, the hometown kid is a back-to-back MVP, and revenge would be served in round 2. Except that didn't happen. As the 4 seed, the Celtics pulled off the massive upset over the number 1 seeded Cavs, as LeBron suffered another dreadful loss on the parquet floor in Boston. Now 7 years deep without a championship, criticism surrounding the chosen one began to surface. The media believed he quit on his team, gave up, was checked out for the back half of that series due to his looming free agency. Whether that's true or not, one thing was for sure.
Yeah, the LeBron crime was hilarious.
Loss in Boston had a far greater impact than anyone could have imagined.
D, now you're lying. Don't say that.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
It was
Why the interview sounded like a fucking hater. That's what you woke up with? That's what you chose? You chose to join the Heat, nigga? Out of all the teams possible, you chose. That's what you woke up and told. You decided to do. Hey, man.
Decision that set the NBA world ablaze. The back-to-back MVP and arguably best player in the
nigga said, "That's what you woke up and decided to do this morning. You chose the Heat, for real." Okay.
World, leaving his hometown team to form a big three down in Miami. It was baffling. And just 2 days later, he was on stage with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh prematurely
this was the craziest. I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy era. This is a crazy arc.
Celebrating championships together as LeBron claims they'll win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7 titles as a trio. The entire spectacle rubbed everyone outside of Miami the wrong way, especially in Cleveland. It was seen as weak, disrespectful, and downright unforgivable by the
Hold up, nigga, why y'all burn this shit? Y'all could have done it. This is some kids in Africa or something. They would have used these jerseys and started dancing. Damn, I hate when niggas burn shit like this. This is some good memorabilia. Memorabilia. My bad, it's late. My
majority of fans. The hate towards LeBron had reached an all-time high.
I'll never. Damn, get it out!
But the man got what he wanted. Success. The Heat won 58 games in their first season together, cruised past the 76ers in round 1.
Fuck Bron.
Okay.
In round 2 offered him revenge. It was LeBron versus the Celtics just as it was a year ago. But this time, he had backup. Miami beat up on Boston to get up 3-1 in the series, and in the final moments of Game 5, Bron got his get back.
Wade, James for the lead. James over Pierce. That might be the dagger.
The Celtics who necessarily a steal.
It was a LeBron explosion, capped off by
D, this was never okay. Nobody liked this. People hated this. Like, what? Do you not remember this? Nigga, he was getting destroyed on every platform for like 2 months.
by a two-handed dagger through the heart of Boston as he finally beats the Celtics. Miami will,
and I'm niggas. I hated these niggas.
Go on to manhandle the Bulls in 5.
That's because this shit was 15 years ago. And also, yeah, that's the thing too. KD blew a 3-1 lead in the conference finals and then joined that team the following year. That's a little bit more pussy. Like, that's like if LeBron would have went to the Celtics. You know, niggas like, yeah, that's pussy. But the thing about KD is he already joined the big three and made it a big four. Steph, Clay, and Draymond. That was the big three. He made it a big four. Like, who the fuck is gonna guard them niggas?
5 in the Eastern Conference Finals, and
I got you, Joe.
they seem destined to
put it in reaction. I'll probably get to it tomorrow. I know
win a
we're not getting to it tonight because we got 15 minutes of this video left, really, which is 25.
championship. The only team left was Dallas.
An unlikely playoff run capped off by Dallas upsetting LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and the favorite.
Which one? When his first Heat game back at Cleveland?
Miami Heat. A stunning ending to one of the more compelling seasons in NBA history.
LeBron collapsed. In the 2011 finals, the man was a shell of himself. He lacked aggression and focus. He couldn't.
Oh, he scored 38. No. Oh, yeah, he scored 38, 5, and 8 assists.
Deliver in the clutch and flat out choked in the most pivotal game of the series. Or the entirety of the series for that matter. With a chance to prove his doubters wrong, LeBron's performance only fueled the narrative that he wasn't a winning player. The weight of that season, from the decision to the hate to the expectations of winning the title, seemingly caught up to him. And as a result, his legacy took a massive blow. All eyes were on him now. He has to deliver. Entering a lockout.
He didn't necessarily carry the Warriors, though. The Warriors won 60 games before that, before he joined. Am I missing something? Nigga, didn't they win 17-9? Nigga, they had the best regular season ever. Like, what? He won, you know who else won Finals MVP? Andre Iguodala. For holding LeBron to 30, 10, and 10 or some shit like that. That's not an MVP. Fuck out of here. Finals MVP really ain't like, no. Stop. Please stop.
Shortened season, LeBron
Iggy got the
responded to all the noise by winning his 3rd MVP in 4 years. The dude was a killer. But of course, the pressure was on him to win a title, not another MVP. So come playoff time, he cranked it up a notch.
This nigga just be yapping, bro.
Miami and
Didn't what? Wait, D, what you say about Allen? You said Allen Iverson wasn't like a top 5 shooting guard, a top 10 shooting guard, or some shit like that. I think you said he wasn't a top 10 shooting guard of all time. Crazy shit.
Annihilated the Knicks in round 1, but
I don't think anybody even hates KD anymore. It's just like, it was a pussy move. Well, to say he's not top 5 is very valid. Allen Iverson's not top 5. He's not. Respectfully, he's not. He's not. Top 5 is Kobe, Michael, Wade, Harden, possibly T-Mac, possibly Vince Carter, and then I'd probably go AI. Respectfully. AI might get squeezed into that 5. But if it's a question, I'm not putting him in that 5. He's not 4th. He's not top 4 for sure. He's not. That's just me though.
Round 2.
That's just me though. Like I said, he probably is 5. But he's slowly getting pushed out of that narrative, you know.
Got scary.
Like the 5 is so interchangeable that I can't lock him into that 5 for that reason.
After a game 1 winning,
but we know the top 4
against the Pacers, Miami lost 2 straight to go down 2-1. And to make matters worse, Chris Bosh is listed as out for the rest of the series. There were whispers of another Miami collapse. So, in a critical Game 4 on the road, LeBron answered the call.
Yeah, I know.
Attack by James. Hibbert waiting, and one for LeBron.
Hibbert was one tall ass soft nigga.
James coming to the basket, and there they go. Take away by Wade, lead for James.
You for sure have a case for Clay being there. You definitely do. Even though he was robbing, you definitely can put Clay in there. Because Clay was all defense and offense. You for sure can put Clay up there. And I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't. It's just he was overshadowed by Steph. But if you watched him, you know what I'm saying?
James at the basket. James attacking Barbosa. Bang, and a bucket for LeBron.
LeBron flexed his killer instinct with 40, 18, 9, 2, and 2 in the...
Damn. Good God. Good God. 40, 18, 9, 2, and 2?
Win to avoid a 3-1 deficit. It was an absolute masterclass. From that point on, Miami took care of business, eliminating the Pacers in 6 to return to the Eastern Conference.
Yo, Jack, get out. I hated hearing that shit. Nigga, the shit. I'm done reading. Honestly, D, you can go to bed, bro. D, go ahead, go to bed. Go ahead, go to bed, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and mute everything you say from here on out.
Conference finals.
Go ahead, go to bed, bro. It's about that time.
This time against an old foe.
Look at KG's fucking headphones. Bro, every time I heard 2 minutes, 2 minutos. Every time they said that shit, the Heat just magically just went up by 12. Didn't matter. Preseason, regular season, postseason, Lakers in 5. Didn't matter though.
For the 4th time in his career, LeBron was facing the Boston Celtics in the postseason. This time around, the pressure of the world was on James to deliver and get his team back to the NBA Finals. And he quickly showed that he was built for the challenge. With 32 and 13 from Bron, Miami danced on the Celtics with a 14-point win to go up 1-0. In Game 2, they ran it back. 34, 10, and 7 from the King as they pull out a 4-point overtime win to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Everything was going to plan. Boston's Big Three was far older than they'd been when they beat LeBron in the past, and it now seemed like they were running out of gas. Well, at least we thought they were. Back on home court, Boston answered with wins in Games 3 and 4 to knot up the series at 2, which set up a crucial Game 5 back in South Beach. LeBron came to play with his 4th 30-point game of this series. Yet Miami is down 1 with about a minute to go. They desperately need a stop.
Pierce for 3. It's good. Paul Pierce from way downtown. Then Boston leads by 4.
Respectfully, where do we rank Paul Pierce in the list of all small forwards? I hated this shit. He just dropped 45 points. Because even though Paul Pierce's game was very boring, he was a bucket. Paul Pierce was a bucket.
Rational confidence racing through his veins, Paul Pierce gets LeBron on the switch and proceeds to pull up in his mouth to splash the dagger 3, silencing the crowd and taking a 3-2 series lead back to Boston. Just 1 week ago, Miami had absolute control of this series. A return to the finals seemed imminent, but here they are, just 1 loss away from another cataclysmic failure.
Also, do y'all label Giannis as a small forward or power forward? In my eyes, he's a small forward. But I know, like, on the book, he's a power forward, you know? But to me, he's a small forward. Like, if you label him as a power forward, cool, as a small forward, I just see him as a small forward. He's just a tall fucking small forward, you know?
After what
like, when I think of power forwards, I think of, like, Tim Duncan's. That's it. That's where my mind goes. Like, when I think of power forward, I think of Tim Duncan's, Amari Stoudemire's, you know? KG's. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I see him as a small forward. He's tall as fuck, so that's why I see him, in power forward. I get it. But
happened last year, a loss in these Eastern Conference Finals would be a.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like the fundamentalism of the game. Ooh, big word. That's where my mind is at with that. Power forward is face up, to the basket, back to the basket sometimes. Post shots, Dirk. It's like Dirk. That's what when I think of power forwards, I think of Dirk, Tim, Amari, even Kenyon Martin, Rasheed Wallace. Sometimes Ben Wallace, they would change. Pau Gasol. That's where my mind goes with power forwards. But obviously the game has changed. So just like KD is damn near listed as a small forward, power forward. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? So AD a power forward as center. I see him as a power forward, but he's labeled as a center. That's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah. So it's just it's definitely like switch position and shit. So I get it. I get it. It's just like Bron playing fucking guard, small forward, and power forward. Just like Luka playing small forward and point guard. Zebo, exactly, bro. Zebo. KD is a fucking small forward, power forward. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you want to put him at. It really don't matter.
Devastating blow to LeBron's legacy. He's supposed to be the king, the chosen one, yet he's staring down the barrel of a career-defining Game 6. With all the pressure, all the expectations, and all eyes on him in a game that...
Kayla, ain't you supposed to be doing something? Move. We watching sports. Y'all ain't supposed to be here anyways. Y'all get out the man cave. Go upstairs and drink some Don Julio and listen to Sexy Red and shit. We this is fellas time. We done had enough, girl talking shit. This is fellas time. We in a man cave.
That will forever change.
You don't open that door and hurt and get your ass back upstairs.
His legacy.
That's it.
Headed into Game 6 back in Boston, LeBron was faced with the demons of his past. Another elimination game.
That headband thick as shit.
On that ever familiar parquet floor with absolutely everything on the...
This is the what they say in that movie with Alfalfa. What's that club called? The He-Man Woman Hater Club. This is the He-Man Woman Hater Club right now. We watching sports.
Line.
Now that don't mean, we all know what happened. I thought he was still getting to, the girls. So I'm sure my fellas doing that too, but so I was looking in, it's the He-Man's woman hater club.
And by the emotionless look on his face, you knew he was about to unleash the beast.
29% from downtown. James blows past Pearson, throws it down, and the Heat quickly with a 4-point lead.
That's one way to set the tone. A vicious tomahawk slam, and LeBron has his first points of the game. Just moments later, he sizes up Paul Pierce, drains the jumper right in his face, and then spins off Ray Allen and cashes in a ridiculous bump fade. After missing his first shot, the dude has now hit 3 straight field goals. But the engine was just getting warmed up. At the 3:18 mark, he turns on the burners, flying past everyone in transition as he swirls in a backhanded scoop through contact for the and one. The very next possession, he drills a right wing 3 to put Miami up 10 as he's yet to show any emotion whatsoever. Moments later, he gets the ball in the left block, spins, pump fakes, and laces the leaner around 3 Celtic defenders for his 6th straight field goal. Holy fuck. It was the end of the first quarter, and Bron damn near outscored Boston on his own. 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. And with Miami up 10 headed into the second, LeBron kept the Heat on high.
Paul Pierce described this series as a good old...
Hey, did y'all see that nigga Wade had no points? That nigga Wade just got out the fucking way. I don't blame him. If I would have seen the nigga face, I'd have been like, shit, yeah, nigga, I'm just gonna sit in the corner, nigga. I'm gonna just sit in the corner. Every time nigga did this, I would have... Yo, Michael Pietrus guarding LeBron is hilarious, by the way.
Old-fashioned bar fight as James hits.
Because you could, if you said that name, like nowadays, kids don't realize Michael Pietrus was like a decent defender. He was like actually doing pretty decent on LeBron like the year before. He just couldn't hold this nigga in game 6. I don't think nobody
did again,
or could.
Sure, Doc Rivers doesn't want
to.
Like
Pietrus was decent on defense.
Then James, meanwhile, he is knocking down every dueling. Another double-figure game. James tries again and puts it in again. 9 for 10 from the field. Right now, unstoppable. James again. He right now is at a special zone here in the first half.
A wet jumper in the paint makes it 7 straight. That fadeaway over Pietrus makes it 8. A filthy left shoulder turnaround makes it 9. And just a stupid leaning fade on the baseline makes it 10 consecutive field goals made for LeBron as he's up to 22 points on the night. The guy was a machine. He's done all of this without flinching at the fact
he said, y'all niggas really get cooked by one nigga. Yes. You know what sucks, bro? If y'all ever hooped at like 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness, and y'all, I've had those games where it'd be like one nigga just carrying. He get the ball, you just be like, fuck. Especially when it's not your man. If it's your man, it hurts even worse. When it's your man, you be like, man, goddamn, help me. But you can't say that shit in the gym. And nigga asks for help in the gym, you ain't getting picked up ever again. Ever. You'll never get picked up again. Ever. 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 If you ever call for help in the gym, you'll never get picked up. Just don't, bro. Don't ever do that shit, bro. But when you be hooping with your fellas and it's not your man, like you just guarding it on the wing and your homeboy getting cooked, you like, hey nigga, you need help? Hey, just say it. Niggas be like, hey, just say it. I got you. Nigga, he ain't finna agree to that shit. You ain't about to clown a nigga in 2 hours on the game. Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying? They gonna just have to keep scoring on me. Or I'm gonna start fouling. Niggas like, I got you, bro. Listen, I got you, bro. You need a switch? Man, I'll be damn somebody said that shit to me. You need a switch? Bitch, I'll fight you. Man, listen. Somebody say you need a switch? Yeah, we fighting. I ain't gonna lie. If we ever hoop together and you ask me for a switch, I'm beating your ass. Don't say that shit all loud. Don't say that shit out. Come tell me that in my ear. So we can make it like it's an actual strategy. I'm like, hey, let me get him. I'm talking to him. Yeah, let me get him. You need a switch, bro. What? Nigga, I'll be damned.
That his entire legacy is on the line. His demeanor was one of a cold-blooded killer. It was disturbing. I mean, look at this. With 3 minutes.
And then, hey, ain't nothing worse than when niggas be like, hey, you need a switch? You be like, nah, man, stay. And then you be like, all right, nigga, I'm locked the fuck in. You be like, all right, nigga, you know what's serious? When niggas hit this right here, niggas be like, nigga, all right, bet, nigga. They put a pant leg up. They be like, all right, nigga, let's go, nigga. You do this, and he just put that shit in your face. You be like, man, fuck. You be like, man, fuck. Who this nigga, bro? That should be, hey.
Minutes to go in the second. These were the leading.
I can honestly say I've never slapped the floor. I've never slapped the floor.
Scores for the.
Put your thighs up. It's hot outside.
Heat. It was the
My thighs been out all day.
Definition of a one-man army. A one-man army
all day.
That was about to launch an airstrike.
James comes flying in and throws it down. He's got 20.
I feel like LeBron popped a perk this game.
7 first half points.
LeBron drops in from the rafters to punch a thunderous putback over 2 Celtics with his hand at the top square of the backboard. 11 straight field goals, the dude has 27 points, and he wasn't done just yet. With under a minute to go in the first half, he fills up the cup with a tough step back going right for points 29 and 30 of the first half as he grills the sideline with that blank expression on his face. It was a public execution. Miami entered halftime with a 13-point lead, and the only reason Boston is somewhat in this game isn't because of Pierce, Garnett, or Allen. It's thanks to a young Rajon Rondo who's got 19 in the half.
Told you. Told you, Rondo was nice.
But that was nothing compared to what LeBron did. 35-2 on a scorching 12 of 14 from the field. Plus, his efficiency isn't
No, I've never took it. I don't want to.
solely off bully ball and easy buckets around the rim.
35-2 at halftime is nasty.
This is coming off of an array of difficult jumpers and elite touch around the cup. LeBron's greatness was on full display, and after playing the entirety of the first half, he planned to do the same in the second.
There's nothing to handle. I mean, for us, it's win or go home. So, you know, I plan on playing the whole second half.
That nigga wasn't fucking around.
That game I had in Boston, game 6, down 3-2.
A 30-point first half.
It got to a point where I was just out there trying shit, one leg off the wrong foot.
Falling away, gets that to go.
Every time I was shooting, it just felt so perfect, and it was barely touching the net. Like going straight through like a bird, just go straight through the water.
This nigga story time telling is hilarious.
Falling away, gets that to go. Trying to poke it away, and James floats it up and in. Ab steps on Petrus. Now the jump shot has been going in all night long. He's got 36 points.
I'm gonna start saying that.
15 of 20 from the field.
Nigga took a soundbite from his
Are we
fucking
for
interview.
real? A one-legged
My bad.
fader off the wrong
My bad, bro. You didn't have to check me like that, nigga. Relax, bro. I was just having fun. Nigga said, "Is we for real?" Yes, we have fun over here, nigga. Bitch. My bad, y'all. No more pews.
foot off glass over two defenders straight out of halftime.
You know what's crazy, Crucial? I was gonna say something real crazy, but it's gonna look so crazy if I say it. But just know, you're a Celtics fan. LeBron did it to you.
Take that rubber off, fuck that hoe, meat to meat.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, he's still in the zone. Later in the quarter, he
Just saying.
rises right in Petrus's grill for the jumper for his 36th point of the night to put the Heat up 15.
Having 36 in about a third is pretty crazy.
But Boston wasn't going away so quietly. With just under 3 to go in the third, Petrus puts back the Pierce miss and the crowd roars as they cut the lead to 10. The Celtics are energized once again, but not for long.
Crowd back into it again.
And I'm not a fan of how they're playing right now offensively.
James for 3, does it again. 39 points, and Miami back up by 13.
LeBron countered with a laser beam 3 to silence the crowd and push the lead back to 13. The King had ice water in his veins, and he hasn't even sat on the bench yet. He was giving Boston no chance to breathe.
No.
Moments after LeBron hit that 3, ESPN comes back from commercial break to this demon absolutely locked in. This is the face of a man possessed. Laser-focused tunnel vision with absolutely everything at stake.
LeBron been a clip former. Let's talk about it. No! Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. It was supposed to be that one, bro. It was in the same place. It was in the same place. Don't think too much of that, bro. Don't think too much of that. It was just in the wrong place. I thought I was on that page, and I was on a different page. Let's hurry this up.
It's as if he was emotionally detached from this game.
Fuck!
I mean, you know how LeBron is known for working the officials throughout his career? Well, this game he was a silent assassin. No complaining, no flopping. It was just straight business. At the 30-second mark, Bron pulls a quick pickup jumper and laces it for his 41st point of the night in the third quarter, as he's headed into the fourth with a stat line of 41, 10, and 3, with Miami leading by 13. In the final quarter, the King put the finishing touches on his masterpiece, drilling a jumper over KG, and then Wade hits him on the back cut for a lefty finish to push the lead to 25. The TD Garden is silent. Finally, at the 3:11 mark of the fourth, with a 22-point lead, LeBron takes his first rest of the night as he finishes the game with a final stat line of 45 points, 15 boards, and 5 dimes on 73% shooting, becoming just the second player in league history to put up 45, 15, and 5 in the playoffs since Wilt Chamberlain in 1964, and the first to do it in an elimination game. With the weight of the world on him, LeBron single-handedly put the game out of reach by the fourth quarter, emptied the TD Garden before the final buzzer, and saved his legacy in what is quite possibly the greatest performance of his career. And as he left the crime scene, Celtics fans booed and heckled him on his way back to the locker room, with one even pouring beer on top of his head. LeBron's reaction was once again, nothing. The king had officially arrived.
Shot clock down to 5. James fires a three. Bang! LeBron James and the Heat's dreams of a championship still very much alive. The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
Given everything you've been through, when the clock hit triple zeros, what's the first thing that ran through your mind?
It's about damn time.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
Show that Lakers one. Hurry up.
The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
Cleveland! This is for you!
This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James, a shot at history.
Get ready for it.
LeBron stands alone.
Don't count for real. Yeah, okay.